All right, so here we are in the belly of the beast, and you can see the clutch, brake, and throttle pedal all right there. So this was, like I say, from the 98, so it was the external clutch slave cylinder. This is the old throw-it bearing here. Doesn't look too bad. I've got a replacement for it anyway. So I guess we'll take this clutch off, see what it's going to be like. But at least I can save on this for now. I don't have to just immediately replace this. Because if it still shudders after I put a new clutch on, then it's probably this. In which case I can do that after the fact. So, here we go. Yeah, those are all the same. There that goes. I don't know that that looks too bad, really. I don't know a whole lot about clutch discs, but I would imagine that, yeah, see, this looks new. That's a Luck clutch. It's a Luck clutch flex plate as well. What about the old flywheel? That doesn't look too bad either. Could have been like oil maybe that was causing it maybe to slip. That very well could be the issue. So in that case, what we want to find out is where that oil leak is coming from, because you can obviously see there's quite a bit of oil on the back there. Because that oil looks fresh, and I know it was supposedly leaking rear main seal. So we can see here, there's some down there as well. It's on the edge of here. So really, I don't know what's going on. Could be valve cover gasket, but it looks like it was just replaced as well. I read somewhere something about a distributor gasket and a oil pressure switch gasket surface or whatever it is. So it appears we might have to be doing some more investigation, which kind of sucks, because it's like, man, this clutch looks good. The diff oils look good, and I've just gone and ordered a new clutch now. But do I really need it? I almost think I don't. I wonder where that goes. I'll have to look at that. We'll go ahead and take this flywheel off, because we're going to be doing the rear main seal and oil pan as well as the oil pump while we're in there. With my luck in this project, that's already been replaced, so I'll be throwing new parts onto new parts. Gross. There's a couple things perplexing me here. Okay, so first of all, we see some coolant dripping out of that freeze plug. So that's liable to... Now, look, I don't know if you can see it on the top there. There's some coolant on the top as well. So I don't know where it's leaking, if it's leaking from that freeze plug or somewhere higher up. And that would beg the question now, is all this wet stuff... Yeah, see, that feels like moisture. That's moisture, not oil. Okay. Okay, so what about down here? So that looks like oil mixed. So that, okay, so this looks like the rear main seal is still definitely leaking. Probably just... So now, second question. Isn't there supposed to be a bearing in here somewhere? Like, isn't this the crankshaft, right? Like, I bought a bearing for this, right? I don't see a bearing in here. I don't feel like there's supposed to be two little prong ends on the retainer clip, or the whatever it is for that bearing, I don't see it, which is questionable. Maybe that was it. Maybe this ham-fisted dude just literally put this in without a bearing. Come to think of it, the end of the output or the input shaft for the AX15 is a little bit scarred up. So, jeepers. That would be something, wouldn't it? See, here's the input shaft, right? See, it's kind of grooved up there. Ooh, starting to surface rust there. See, this is the input shaft bearing, right? See how there's actually a bearing in there? See how that doesn't slide over there for some reason? Okay. That's interesting. Alright, so did I mix some years up or what's going on here? Oh, that's a good amount of engine oil to have. I think I actually might have drained this before. We have our cardboard cutout doing the front main seal, or sorry, the oil pan gasket and the rear main seal. Not going to bother with the front main seal for now. So we got, looks like we got 7/16 bolts. I know I'm lucky that this is a jacked up Jeep. Got all the bolts off. Now, if we can get her pulled, use so much silicone on here. I don't know what a good way of pulling it would be. Whew. Yeah, the old tarp shed's seen better days. There we go. And there we are. Look at that. Yeah, there it is, eh? So there's the camshaft. Now, I'm no expert, but it looks okay. Maybe a little worn at the tips, but it has about 250,000 kilometers on it. 175, 200, somewhere around there. 175 sounds like closer. Mileage. A little rust, eh? It's probably just from sitting for 2 years. Pretty cool when you have your engine open like that. You can really see what's going on. Too bad it's such a pain to do. Almost forgot to clean the detritus off my truck. Just where it should be. That's where they were made to go, by the way. So I was just checking the airbox for mice, and I noticed, yeah, looks like oil, right? Well, apparently that has to do with, yeah, it's this crankcase ventilation line for the old Renix models. There is a mod you can do for this, apparently. You can even see the oil kind of pressing out but yeah, you can see it's been leaking quite a bit, eh? Man, this is a cast aluminum valve cover. That's pretty cool. I don't know, I know the new ones are sheet metal, but yeah, there's a lot of junk going on here. Look at all this mess here. Like, what even is this? Is this factory? Is this Renix? Like, there's this thing here, heat shrink that hasn't been shrunk. The last guy working on this must have been fun at a party. I bet you didn't know what he was saying half the time. Looks like we're also going to have to replace the distributor gasket. We're going to have to distribute gaskets all over the place for this, definitely. We did have a mouse in here. Got rid of him. new motor mounts, looks like. So that's good. I don't know if this, you see there's a paint pen on the block. So I don't know if it was rebuilt or if that's factory Renix or if this is a junkyard engine. Any one of those things wouldn't surprise me. So here's my new oil barrel. And man, you couldn't ask for a nicer one. Look at that. That's coconut oil. Mmm, that smells good. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, gorgeous. Looks good. Other than the fact that it's been sitting in there for like 4 years, fills up a Denny's tray nicely. Looks good, tastes good, so I'm keeping it. And this is the part of the show where we say goodbye to freshness, cleanliness, being food grade, and say hello to sin and black diesel. The sludge and the rust and the grime. Yeah, don't throw your oil out, folks. Man, that's some valuable stuff right there. Some people might even pay you for it. Give you 20 bucks for a drum full of this stuff. So now's a good time to take the old rag, get in there, clean all the sludge out. It's not too bad, but it's definitely was taken apart before. It's a good opportunity as well. Make sure the thing's straight. Yeah, I definitely think it's that freeze plug. But anyway, got the new oil pump here. So I guess I gotta press this in, huh? Man, look what my stupid GoPro's doing. Watch this. What is even, like, what's even going on with that? It says it's still recording, but I don't know about that. Man, GoPro quality abs. Look at the, oh man. Don't buy a GoPro, whatever you do. Waste of money. Anyway, out with the old and in with the new. So now it's rear main seal time. What even is a torque spec? Just give it a little tap, tap, taparoo. Tap, tap, taparoo. I don't know if that's the original rear main. It was leaking something awful. Doesn't look too bad. Definitely worn right here. How's the crank look? Crank looks pretty good. Considering the age and the miles. I don't know. I would assume, right? I mean, you wouldn't see an Aprilia in this condition, but could do with a polish. There's that ham-fistedness again. I mean, if you know, if that's the skill level you're working with, and you're working on your own vehicle, you know, I guess there's nothing I can say about it, but there's nothing you can say about me complaining about it either. Got most of that gunk off. Hopefully I didn't put a big giant piece of gravel in the bearing cap, but we'll find that out later. So it's 40, 70, and then an 80 foot-pound final. I don't know if I messed it up or not when I put in the top one, because when I put it in and I rolled it around, some of the little piece of rubber, like on this kind of sharp edge, pulled off some of the rubber. I'm sure it'll leak even worse than before, but again, We're gonna find that out. I don't want to have to take this apart again though. Took the chisel, got all that off. Did a pretty good job, I think. It's the old. Some of the marks there were the other guy. We'll blame that on him anyway. Looks like there was a lot of old gasket material. I went over this with the chisel and then steel wool. Well, I said I wouldn't do it, but I'm not a man of my word. We're painting it. Why not, right? Why not? Am I a good painter? No. But is it red? Yes. There we go. Looking all right, eh? That backside was a little hard to get on where it goes around that rear bearing cap, but just gotta frig with it like everything else.